the background. This is a vlog for us traveling in Dubai over winter break with me and the 2 kids. Woo! So this is just the first part with our arriving in Dubai. And we're in a taxi on our way to our hotel, staying at the Novotel World Trade Center, Dubai. Guess we can see. All right, let's go. So we just finished the underwater aquarium thing. It was cute and everything, and I've been to a whole bunch of aquariums before. It's a bit expensive for something that you can really move through in about, like I had saw other videos where people were saying they could spend ages in there. How long did we move through that thing, Sharif? About 20 minutes in total? The whole thing? An hour? I mean, including the line that we stayed in was about, which, and by the way, that's like, so we booked our tickets online, which yes, was a bit cheaper. Hannah, come back here. But we still had to stand in the same line with everybody else, even though we had already purchased our tickets. So I feel like it could have been a little bit more organized, and there was nobody there to answer our questions. So is it worth it? It's like, I wouldn't prioritize it. Like if you have like some extra time with nothing to do, okay, you can do that, but I wouldn't say that the aquarium would be something I would recommend at the top of any list. What do you think about the aquarium? Good. Good? Just good? What do you think about the mall? Good? Okay, so we're in the food court now. I am having some Chinese food to see if it compares to Chinese food like in the States. Like we know like it's not like authentic Chinese food, but I love Chinese food in the United States, and I miss it because Chinese food in Egypt is not the same. So far from a few bites, it tastes just like Chinese food you would get in the States. This one is totally knocked out, but he was, all right, this morning he woke up like with a bad dream, and so he had to get in the bed with me and Sharif, and he had this thing like where he insisted on us like having to have like him some physical contact. Like I had to have a like touch him some way. If I rolled over and gave him my back, he got mad. So he's like knocked out. The next part is this this sort of like a theme park. It's more like just like a park. Yeah,
and tomorrow we're going to Legoland and another park.
Okay, I'm trying to explain.
And I have a lollipop.
Oh,
that's why I have blue on my face.
Okay, so this is like a park, literally just a park that has all of these glow-in-the-dark sculptures plus dinosaurs, and it's got like ice cream stands and candies and little souvenirs, and it was just super cute. Oh, how graphic.
Can you do that?
Okay, so we are in Dubai Glow, and it has like 2 parks that we're in. One is like a whole glow park that we're not gonna go to yet because it's better when it's night, and we've got about an hour until dark. And then this is like a dinosaur park, and it's all about, and it's so cheesy, but it's so cute. It's just what we needed after a whole long day of stuff in a Dubai mall that I'm gonna like talk about in detail.
You know, these 2 dinosaurs are biting each each other.
How graphic. He looks angry. Ada! 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 Yeah! Okay guys, so we are back. We've ended our first day in Dubai, and I have a few things I want to say that I've not heard a lot of other people who've made this trip with kids say. And here we go. Number one, the Dubai underground zoo or underwater zoo. Definitely, in my opinion, overrated. I've been to many zoos all over the world, and as well as aquariums, and it basically took us all of about 30 minutes, including the wait in line, to make our way through the zoo. And that's with kids and stuff. So, it was, I mean, it was okay. It was something nice. And the mall is nice, don't get me wrong. It is definitely a good mall. It's huge. You could find anything you could ever possibly want to buy, you can find in this mall. Now, we live in Egypt. I do not necessarily believe that, other than it just being really big, I don't find that it's something unbelievably superior to anything that I've seen in Egypt. So that's about that. I mean, we walked around, we did some shopping. The food court was awesome. I have to say that the Chinese food that I got was very similar to what I had in the States, so it's a little bit of home for me. But a mall is a mall, and I didn't feel that there was anything over except for its size. And there's one thing that no one has mentioned in any vlog anywhere. It is really hard to find your way out of that mall and to find a place where an Uber can pick you up. And we've noticed, not just at the mall, we've noticed everywhere. Everybody is just lining up to take taxis. It's like getting in a taxi, even if it's a little bit more expensive, which there isn't that huge of a difference from what we've been seeing. It's such an inconvenience that people are just hopping in line for taxis. You should have seen the line that we were waiting in to get into taxis. So first of all, it was hard for us to even find our way out. And the guys gave us directions to go like downstairs and then another downstairs. And then once we got there, we couldn't figure out, well, can an Uber come down here? So we had to go back up. And we were just so dead. And to finally, we were like, you know what? We're going to get in the line for the taxis and take a taxi to go to the next place. And so the second place that we went to was so cool, which was Dubai Mall that you saw, Dubai Glow. That was so nice. It's not like the fanciest thing that I've ever seen, but the kids absolutely loved it. It was a really lovely way to end the day. I mean, it's like, oh, it was super cute. It was just super cute. And so I definitely recommend it. I recommend the mall, but again, if you're somebody who really likes to shop and stuff, you know. Other than that, I mean, I didn't. If I knew what I knew now, honestly, I would skip the mall completely. Okay, about the hotel, we're just to kind of update, we are staying at the Novotel Dubai World Trade Center, and it's really nice. Now, when we checked in at like 11 o'clock at night yesterday, and they put us in a room, and when we got in, We were just so tired that we really didn't notice it, but we settled in and we started noticing like the smell. And so we even called the desk, they came up, they did some air fresheners, and we kind of let it go. Well, the next morning when we were leaving to go down to breakfast, we noticed it again, and then we were coming up, it was like really bad. And there was another girl getting off the elevator, and I told her, let me ask you something, did you smell a smell inside of your hotel room? And she was like, no, you're smelling that because of that room right there. And she pointed at a room that was literally the one right next to ours. Apparently there was some sort of accident, I'm assuming a plumbing leak or something, and it had created this horrible smell, and that's why it was wafting into our bedroom. So we called down, they were very courteous, they moved us to another room that was exactly identical to ours, and on top of that with a better view. And I'm going to show you it tomorrow, and it's got an actual view of the Burj Khalifa. It's really nice. So we're chilling now. It's about 7 o'clock, and we have a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to Legoland and Motion Gate, which is a bit far out. So we really just want to kind of chill and get to sleep a little early. And we will see you guys next time.